Salutations and greetings, everyone. It is I, Dezire, once again here to cover another Nintendo fanboy who threw a giant Twitter tantrum. But any hoosers, let's get into that beautiful salt content! So the reason why this Nintendo fanboy threw a giant Twitter tantrum is because Nintendo is Everything stated an article that says, and I shall quote, Nintendo says it understands that some consumers won't be able to afford Switch 2, which is why they're still making Switch 1 available. Which, if you are a gamer and you were around at the time of the Xbox One and 360 era, oh my god, I hate the Xbox One, don't even get it started, you should know exactly what that reminds you of, which one of my friends decided to make a tweet on, and he's gonna go ahead and be a part of this video. Oh, Gara!
I was right about the Nintendo Switch 2 being the Xbox One for Nintendo.
Don't be too mean to Gara. He filmed it pretty late in the evening. Sorry, Gara. I had to throw a little bit of shade at you. But we're going to get into the video of which he shared right now.
Fortunately, we have a product for people who aren't able to get some form of connectivity. It's called Xbox 360.
Right. Which, if you're an Xbox 360 fan, and that was your second favorite console like myself, that really fucking pissed you off. Well, it also pissed off a Nintendo fan because he didn't like that we were comparing what Nintendo said to Xbox. So let's get into his response to Gara's tweet. Holy fuck, I can't read all that after he sent that. I'm gonna have to read that in two parts, so give me a second. Let's go ahead and divulge into the actual tweet, and then we'll get into what he said on apparently YouTube.
Bobby, I love this comment on your video. You should remember the actual failings of Xbox One reveal. Yet it's unrelated comment that gets you. By the way, devs are still developing for PS4 and Xbox One anyways, to this day. Comment is nowhere near that bad.
Nowhere near that bad? Are you fucking insane? They straight up said if you don't like the prices, fuck you, go to the Nintendo Switch 1. What are you talking about, bro? That's insane. Plus they're charging $90 fucking for an 8-year-old game if you don't own it, and for the DLC, that's fucking absurd, bro. And yes, they're still making games for the Xbox One. That doesn't mean it was a good console, you ignorant idiot. How dumb are you? But let's read that YouTube fucking comment he decided to divulge to the internet.
Let's see. Xbox 2 and Xbox One reveal. Can't wait more about multimedia than actual games. Said you weren't gonna be allowed to sell, trade, and use games or anything like that. Forced an online check-in just to play any game whatsoever. Forced to connect on everyone and made it needed for the console to function. Made the price of the system $500 because of said camera, had zero backwards compatibility to speak of whatsoever for years, said if you didn't have an internet connection, go play on 360 instead. I have not seen Nintendo really do any of these for Switch 2, Wii U, and 3DS, however, had horrible launches, and Wii U's case never recovered because of its confusing marketing. So tell me, how is Switch 2 even comparable to the Xbox One?
That's a good one!
So let's get into your little comment, shall we? All right. So zero compatibility. Well, there's a lot of compatibility issues with Switch 1 games. Hell, even Doom Eternal won't run on it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to link both of the fucking things that are the ones that won't run and the ones that have issues in the description of this video, just to help you and other fanboys that are probably going to end up trying to come and fight for you. Plus, they did actually make the console cost $500 with the camera, because it's $450 for the console, $50 for the camera. So it's $500 with the camera. So your point is fucking delusional, isn't it? That doesn't make sense. Plus, they make you have to pay for online, and then they make you have to pay for a button that you use, the C button on your controllers / Joy-Cons. That is fucking absurd. Plus, they said, if you don't like this, go to the Switch 1. The same thing that happened with the Xbox One. If you don't like that, go to the Xbox 360. It's not really a rocket science, but you're that fucking naive that you can't fucking think for a second. Holy shit. Oh, I almost forgot. And you have to go online to download games now. Yeah, that's a fucking great console that you're trying to defend there, isn't it? But let's get into Gara's response. And you know, I have to bring him back just for a few seconds. Hey, Gara, would you mind voicing your own tweet again? I would appreciate it.
Do you understand this is their version of the Xbox One, right? Overpriced games, hardware not up to stuff, terrible better life than the original. They literally said if you can't afford the Switch 2 that they had the first one, dude, open your eyes.
The battery complaint is the only revised 2019 model. Switch Lite and OLED, the original model, besides the shorter minimum time, is on par with the first model Switch. Now, for the rest, those are entirely unique issues from the Xbox One, not the same issues.
Oh my god, I think I gained a chromosome hearing all that.
Ah, yes, because it's definitely not going to experience their own version of an Xbox One. Exactly what he's talking about. Because you're getting the exact same amount of backlash Xbox One got because you had a fucking director and CEO come out and state that they wanted to say,
if you don't like it, purchase the Xbox 360.
And in this instance, instead, we're getting, if you don't like it, purchase the Switch 1. Do you not see the differences? Both of which are not good. Plus, the console's terrible. It is super outdated in its specs. I thought its specs would at least beat an Xbox One, but it is on the exact Xbox One level. That is terrible. Oh, and don't think that I'm getting that from nowhere. I'm getting that from Digital fucking Foundry. Oh, but mind you, he didn't just make that one tweet. No. He made like 3 fucking threads of him throwing a giant Twitter tantrum, all from one tweet from Gara. And then me and Miss Hellfire decided to make fun of him for it. But don't worry, we're going to end up reading those comments.
For hardware, like the original Switch was a bastion of amazing hardware, that thing was running on 2015 mobile chip tech. This thing is running on somewhat halfway decent, at least by comparison. Now, as for game prices, I can agree they are stupid.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
This one's running well. What are you talking about? It's running on 12-year-old technology at best. And it's charging you $450 for it. And you have to pay for online. And you have to pay for the fucking stupid chat. That is terrible. What are you talking about? And hey, at least we can agree that the fucking $80 for a game is bad. But you just fucking faceplant when you talk about the other shit. Like, what are you fucking talking about?
But the only one that really sticks out is Mario Kart World, and even that, there is an option for the game with the system. $80 is certainly too much, but the bare minimum, there is a cheaper alternative. The rest of the $80 games are just Switch 1 games.
What?
Okay, let's bring up Breath of the Wild. It's a Wii U game that they're releasing at $70 on the Switch 2 that doesn't come with the DLC. So that's $90 you have to spend for the full experience. Do you know how fucking ridiculous it is that a Wii U game is not fully in the game and they're charging $70 and they're charging $80 for Switch 1 games? That's insane to me. But you type of fanboys will defend it and be like, oh, but there's at least the one... The Mario Kart World, you can get it for $50 if you get the $500 console. Fuck that shit. I can't understand you fanboys. I can't.
You can find on the secondhand market for cheaper than just buy the upgrade pack if you're so inclined. You can just also ignore buying them altogether. I'm not gonna say you need to waste money on things you don't like.
You know who else said if you don't like it, don't buy it? Dragon Age the Veilguard. Concord. You know, just some pretty good, obviously great games that totally didn't flop in close companies. Totally. I don't think Veilguard did, but I do know that Concord did. You know, Xbox said if you don't like it, don't buy it over the 360 and Xbox One. And now they're saying that with the Switch 2. And here you are trying to say, they're not saying that. But you say the exact words that we are making fun of. Now, you know what? I'm trying to make fucking some form of logical connection with an idiot who throws Twitter tantrums. It's just not gonna happen.
Context is everything. The biggest issue with the Switch 2 is the price. The biggest issue with the Xbox One prior to its release was the mandatory online connection, forcing a Kinect not allowing used games, and caring more about multimedia than they did about games.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
The problem is that the Xbox exec said if you don't like it, purchase the old one. And the Nintendo exec said the exact same thing just about the Nintendo Switch 1 and Nintendo Switch 2. How do you not understand that? Do you see the fucking comparison now? One is saying if you don't like it, don't purchase it, purchase the old one. The exact same thing is being said just for a different company. Yes, they're two completely different backlash. One is the multimedia, the other is the prices. But both are saying the exact same thing. If you don't like it, don't buy it. But what can we expect? You're so damn fucking stupid that you defend Nintendo and then after you goon. After all, why would you follow about 500 plus accounts of goon material? If you don't believe me, let's scroll through this bullshit. So this is dude's account, right? Everyone's got that. He has blocked me. That's why everything's been blurred out. So let's go into who he follows. NSFW, 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 NSFW. I don't know what the fuck that is. NSFW, 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 NSFW. Like, what is this shit, bro? Just everything. NSFW. You sit there and you goon, and then you rage for Nintendo, and then you goon again. It's ridiculous, bro.
If I am a Nintendo fanboy in your eyes, because I'd rather see the truth than blindly ignore it, then so be it. I'd rather believe in the truth than blindly believe some bullshit a salt farmer told me.
By the way, the only reason I even know you replied...
I want to believe the truth, you know? The obvious truth, because it's my truth.
We disproved that already. We're talking about a whole ass different thing. We're not saying it's exactly that. We're saying it's a type of situation that was like that. You cannot be this fucking stupid. It's not a rocket science, bro. How dumb are you? Holy shit, the brain rot you have is fucking astronomical. But also, if you're gonna start talking shit and try to use logic and make nib type comments, why don't you finish your fucking sentence and then switch to the next tweet so you're not cut off in the middle? You look really fucking stupid doing that.
Was because 2 people responded to you after I muted 5 specific words, just so I didn't have to see this blatantly false narrative be spread around with someone claiming to be Harmon Smith.
Not a single person said they were Harmon Smith. I said, are you the next Harmon Smith? Because I'm talking about you, Squidward. It's not really a rocket science. Holy shit, that is the only person to respond to Gara with anything related to Harmon Smith. It was me. So what are you talking about? And don't worry, everyone. He threw a giant temper tantrum over that, and we're going to cover that after we cover this.
Take this hint, Salt Miser. Not everything as you claim it is. Have a nice life.
It'd be funny if it weren't so pathetic. No, what the heck? I'll laugh anyway.
There is no way you sent a screenshot of someone that was made fun of in their own comments on X, you fucking ignorant idiot. Holy fucking shit. Again, I have to implore you to listen with your ears and what me and Gara are trying to tell you. They said if you don't like the console, purchase the old one. Both of them pretty much said the exact same thing. How dumb are you, bro? Also, did you just call Gara the salt miser? Like the fucking he's Mr. White Christmas. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Here's Miss Hellfire's response to Gara's tweet. Homie has main character syndrome.
If I have anything, I have correct people's BS syndrome. Sorry, I don't blindly believe your favorite content creator just because he's your favorite content creator.
Oh, Lord.
Bro, just tell us your fifis are hurt. Holy fucking shit. You honest to God think that you are the one who's correct in this instance? We have proven you wrong time and time again, and you tried to state that you were the main character of this story when you are most certainly not. He made a tweet, and you thought that you were the fucking subject. Like, what the fuck? How dumb are you, bro? Dude, you thought you were the main reason Gara made a tweet. That's literally having main character syndrome. Stupid. Keep being butthurt. It's hilarious.
I'm not mad.
Makes 2 multi-tweet threads in response. Exactly, Miss Hellfire. I don't understand. But let's get into his response to, is he the next Harmon Smith? Because holy shit, it is a tirade of stupidity that ensues.
Harmon blindly defends Nintendo at every turn. Myself, I usually call out misinfo whenever possible. If that's what you class as being Harmon Smith, then you're too chronically online, and even I can't save you from yourself.
Mr. Roboto is lying to us.
Tell me something I don't know.
I open-mouth kissed a horse once.
So when Bowser said if you don't like it, buy the Switch One and we'll still make games, why is DK Bonanza not on it? And why is Mario Kart World not on the Switch One? It seems pretty peculiar, isn't it? You're still defending it, and it's fucking disgusting. You shouldn't be defending it. You defend them blindly, and then we prove you wrong every single time. Don Matrick said if you don't like it, buy the Xbox 360. Just like how Bowser said if you don't like the Switch 2 prices, buy the Switch 1. Yes, they said it differently. Obviously they did because they're speaking publicly. But that is exactly what they meant, you ignorant idiot. How many times do we have to teach you this? How many times do I have to tell you that? It's not a rocket science. Which there was only one response to give him, and that was to show him the Don Matrick quote, and then to show him the Nintendo is everything tweet. Which really ruffled some feathers, I tell you.
Bro, you're just ignoring context to fit a BS narrative.
Do you even process what you say before you say it? Because you sound fucking stupid.
How many fucking times do I have to tell you if you fucking understand what they're saying? Don said if you don't like it, buy the Xbox 360 in a nutshell. Bowser said if you don't like it, buy the Nintendo Switch 1 in a nutshell. How do you not understand that? It was not even that hard to comprehend. It's just public speaking and understanding what people are saying. That is common sense, which to you is obviously not so common. Good God. You should stop watching so much NSFW art. It's ruining your brain cells. Which in turn is making your argument ruin mine because of how stupid it is to read. You got too much brain rot from all those porn accounts you follow.
Says the guy that blindly believes salt tubers at the word and does zero research. Bait used to be believable. Then you just blindly compare someone to Harmon Smith and also compare Doug Bowser to Don Matrick because the former is implying Switch 1 was gonna be supported.
You okay, Vegeta? Yes, just an aneurysm out of sheer stupidity.
All right, so we're going to break that down to a nutshell. Blindly believe salt tubers. That's number one. You honest to God think that I blindly believe salt tubers. How dumb are you? As a matter of fact, I'm the one who usually tells them of situations that are going on. Also, zero research. Every single video of which salt content is happening, I do multiple hours of research. Multiple. I still get proven wrong sometimes, and that does happen. But I still do my research. You think I'm baiting in a response out of you? You threw a giant temper tantrum, all because a guy was against Nintendo's practices. Just like Harmon Smith. That's why I compared you to him, you ignorant idiot. Also, I compared Doug Bowser and Don Matrick because both of which said if you don't like it, buy the original console. In a nutshell. Not really hard to comprehend, but it was for you. And I never implied Switch 1 was going to be supported. But I do find it funny that it took me 1 second to find out that there is not going to be any Switch 2 games on the Switch 1. You know how I know this? Mario Kart is not coming to the Switch 1. The new Donkey Kong is not coming to the Switch 1. Seems like you get disproven with a simple... So that entire statement of them saying that they're going to still release games on the Switch 1, you can roll that up into a nice round ball, you can shine it up real good, and then you can turn that son of a bitch sideways and stick it straight up your candy ass! If you smell what Dezire is cooking. Sorry, I know that was cringy.
For a while longer versus the guy who just got his ass handed to him about the PS4 at the time, having game sharing when his console,
prior to him leaving and the whole thing being 180'd,
telling people don't get an internet connection, then we don't want you.
I will send you to Jesus.
Bro, that's not what we're comparing, you ignorant idiot. We're comparing how he said if you don't like it, purchase the Switch 1 in a nutshell. And Don said if you don't like it, purchase the 360. How stupid are you? I can't believe this is like the 4th or 5th time I've had to bring up the exact same fucking point. It's like the movie Groundhog's Day, only it's just with this idiot. Bro, you all so daft, it's sad.
You call me daft, yet compare Don Matrix's statement with Doug Bowser's. If anyone is daft, it's you.
I'm not saying it again. I'm not saying it again. You are honestly killing brain cells. This conversation is so stupid. Now let's get back into him crying, because I did end up interrupting him from this tweet because it took him about like 16 minutes to make his fucking second tweet. And I interrupted apparently because I waited 2 whole minutes for him to tweet. And he didn't finish it. Yep, I do zero research in my videos. I totally don't use Google to disprove people or their own words. Please, simpleton, understand whom you are speaking to. This was a response to the tweet that said that I do zero research, just so everyone's aware.
Rushing to respond before I even finished? If you actually did use Google and remembered every last bit of context, then even you would have been smart enough to remember the issues of Xbox One weren't even the issues the Switch 2 is having, and Doug's word not even being ...
Son of a bitch. I cannot believe that I, honest to God, have to fucking say this again. They both said, in a nutshell, if you don't like it and you like the old one, purchase the old one. God, you're so fucking stupid, it's insane. And yes, I did interrupt him, and it obviously led to him throwing a temper tantrum. Again. Because as Miss Hellfire said it, he thinks that he is the fucking main character. And how dare I and anyone else ever interrupt him? We should just wait however many minutes it takes for him to say some other bullshit. Oh, how dare we ever open our mouths? But before we get into that, let's finish off this guy's statement so he doesn't throw a hissy fit in the comments section.
Comparable to Donny Boy, but clearly you didn't do that and went for blind defense and failed at it.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
You know, calling people Bubby and calling people Donny Boy when you don't know them, I find that insanely weird and creepy. But hey, you know, whatever floats your boat, guy. It's very creepy to fucking give people childish nicknames like you love them or something. But what do I know? I've just been alive for 27 years almost. Here in May it will be. Oh God, I'm getting old. But that's beside the point. So let's get into what you actually said. Blindly, I've proven you wrong every single fucking time you've spoken. How many times are you just gonna be this stupid? Like, what the fuck? Are you crashing out right now? Is this my second crash out of this week? Well, I already know the answer is yes, because you threw a bitch fit over it and you're still crying to this day. Now let's respond to the fact that he got mad over me rushing apparently to tweet. I waited 2 minutes. It's not hard to read for you, I hope. Now go back to your brain rot NSFW art. It's rotting your brain away.
And why don't you go back to lying on the internet then? Sure rots your brain even harder.
You went full retard, man.
Oh, thank you, Jesus, it's over, because good God, I can't cover this man anymore. Rots my brain? Bro, you have made the exact same point. We have disproven it every single time. You're so mad because we proved you wrong, and now you're throwing a temper tantrum. Not really a rocket science. Good God. Thank you, Jesus, this man blocked me. But any hoosers, I do hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and comment in this video. Also consider subscribing. After all, I do make new content every single day. Take care, everybody. I'm getting back to my vacation.